Welcome back, Armchair Generals. Tom here, episode number 10 of my Soviet Union playthrough in Hearts of Iron 3 using the Black Ice modification version 13.1. We are picking up where we left off, which is May of 1941. I already did what I said I was going to do at the end of last episode, which is move around all my air units. And in fact, if you take a look here, didn't move them all, but probably a good quarter of them at least, have gotten redistributed. There were because of the Winter War. There were a ton of air assets up here. Where are the most of them? I think here. Yeah, there was quite a few up here in this area, and they're slowly getting distributed down and around towards the future frontier. Not that we anticipate having to go to war with Germany or anything like that. Why would that? That's our best partner, trading partner. I don't know why we'd be doing that. Um, yeah, let's see. I got to address some of this stuff here. Knock this out like, say, 100. Because I do need to make sure that we've got enough going towards builds here. We got stuff that needs to get built out, sent out. And that just reminded me, of course, we got all these coming out, which is good. We definitely need these resources. Our IC debt, and the reason why our resources are where they are is because our IC debt's at 29,048. We're repaying 464 a day, and I think we're going to decrease that a bit. I would say doing quick math, but I'm going to have to break out my calculator here only because that will be so much faster. 29,048, and if we pay 464, that's 62 days. So that would be, actually, I guess well, let me get back to that real quick. We don't need to pay it off entirely before Barbarossa. Here's what we need to do. We need to get it down to 19,999. So 19,000. So if we're going to pay out 10,000 divided by 464, that's 21 days. So we don't need to be paying quite as much down there. We can pay at 50%. So let me slide it down to 50%. We're paying 387. I'll still get it paid off in sufficient time there. And I'll make sure that we've got a bit more IC to put towards all this stuff. So yeah, we need our resources back up. Something I think I need to take care of, perhaps. Maybe. I need to take a look at our resources, and I need to start building up some of the stuff that we're kind of going to be low on once our IC debt gets repaid. We definitely need to build some rares, some metal. I need to build them all. We'll address that pretty soon here. So yeah, we're doing 50% now. Cool. Control over Western Russia. That's kind of expected. Now oops, not this. Oh. Can we go to the entire conflict? I just want to take a look and see. It's probably not going to... I mean, obviously it's not going to be terribly accurate here in this regards. Not much in the way of navies overall, of course. Maybe if you look at the... there we go. All. Okay. If we take a look at Poland, we didn't really do anything to their navy, of course. Their air... We knocked down their bombers, and it says our bombers actually suffered quite a bit of damage too. They must not have that much in the way of air power remaining. In manpower, we lost 9 compared to their 500. Interesting. How about Finland? We lost 2,100. Well, they lost 10% of that almost. Yeah. IC losses, we lost 8 grand to their 3 grand, so about they lost a third of what we did. Air, not terribly much there. I mean, it's saying that here's how much our bombers suffered there, but we did do quite a bit of damage to them. Naval, we lost convoys? I don't feel that is the case. Well, 54, okay. Their IC loss in convoys is just over 5 grand. Okay, all right, pretty cool. Anyway, again, that's not entirely accurate just because of the way that the way that Hearts of Iron 3 handles that, but also factor in Black Ice. Nothing against Black Ice. It's just that's just the way, there's too many differences involved. I think we already did Polsha. I think we're on this one. Nizhnya, Nizh. There we go. Nizhnya. And this is where we're going to put in some steel refineries. Whoops. I hate when that happens like that. And now energy. I think we're way down here. I think we already did this one. Maybe check Ufa. Yes, we're good. Oh, we got a unit coming in too. Oh, if I can only remember where it needs to go. Let's see if I do. If I can remember. Here, I think we're at Vyas. VYAM. Whoops. VIYZ. Yes. Oh, really? Alrighty, and now in regards to where the next unit here is going, I'm pretty sure. Let's see, it's a semi-motorized. Okay. So there's 1, 2. Just 2. Okay, so it is deed up here that we were placing this guy. Place him right there, and I'm pretty sure we can get him to somebody there. Okay, Q. Pump that up. Our IC. Yeah, let me zip a day here. There we go. Get our reinforcements up a little bit. Drop this again down to 100. There we go. Sufficient for what we need. Sorry, I was looking at stuff here. Okay, so we got all that being built. Okay, I think once we get a lot of this industry taken care of, I need to switch over to building out our resources. Let's see, I think we are still building infantry in this area too. Cool. Though I think that's the last of the infantry, perhaps. We can probably tell easier. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know. This may have been one actually due for down here. Possibly, maybe not. I don't know. I've kind of lost track of where I am in things here. I know the next semi-motorized is going to be sent here. Actually, you know what? Let's pull them off there and send them down to Burzal. And can I get them attached to, yes, headquarters in Riga. There we go. Cool, cool. So I think we are way down here. Yes, we are. Wow, we are indeed. Astrahan, okay. Yeah, we are way down here. I hope this is filling out. I mean, I'm just going from top to bottom, but I'm hoping this is filling out some of the interceptor wings that we do need some help in. Let's hit up nickel here. Do we have any nickel orders? We will indeed buy nickel from Canada. All right, let's let it run. What we got here? Buying metal, we certainly shall, and buying rares, we certainly shall as well. Now, minus 4% is better than minus 6%. CAS, ground crew. Man, we're so far behind the times in this. I really need to keep the 38 stuff going too. I mean, because that's so old. Let's say anything that's 1938 that comes up on a refresh. We need to just cancel it out for the meantime because we've got stuff that is old here. I need to do a quick look and just make sure I don't have this. We do need anything that's 1937 or older. Basing I'm not too concerned about. Anything from infantry, artillery. I mean, we're still working on 37 anti-air ammunition. Yeah, we need that. Armored car designs. At a point, I will be converting probably about 10 IC from officers over to research, so we'll increase our projects quite a bit there. But until that magical, glorious day, yeah, we're not going to be able to do that. 1937 tech here. Naval bomb. I would love to get naval bombers going, but I don't think we need to worry about that for right now. No. Let's go to our doctrines here. Make sure our doctrines are catching up. I mean, again, I want to make sure we're at 1937 at the very least. Let's get our superior strength learned as well. We got so much stuff in operating here. Military police. I don't think we really have to worry about that too much, but we do have a lot of garrisons. We do have a ton of NKVD, so yeah, we still need to worry about it. Nothing there we got to worry about. Command, I think we're already working division headquarters, Air Force headquarters, Naval headquarters, and Battle Commander recognition. Okay, we're good to go there. Reinforcements, good. Right. There we go, 135. We're down by 10,000, so I need to make sure I bump it up by a bit there. Oh, me, oh my. Okay, so this next bunch of infantry, I think I said, yeah, because it's this group of 4 needs to go into the next band, which is here. Right? Yes. them to Riga as well. Interception tactics. Yeah, if it's 37, I definitely got to just sit on it. Because otherwise... let's get nickel again if we can. Yep, buy it again from Canada. Money is not an object. Or is no object, I should say. Yeah, it is. Money is an object, Tom. So, let's see here. So put in Ludza and Drissa. Cool, and nope, not there. There. Just a, okay, cool. We don't have anything kind of spinning out there. Onward we go. Installation strike tactics. That's 37 tech as well. Oh, we lost another province here. 2 actually. And here, so that's where we're ultimately going. Just do that. Get them some combat experience here. There you go. Minus 2% is better than minus 4. Oof. I really can't wait till we're going to war again, so all this stuff we're not having to worry about quite so much. We'll have you go there and then there. Armor unit training somebody stole from us. Well, boo. Can we buy another nickel? We shall. And with our strategic resources, I think... No, we can keep going, actually, yeah. Holy cow, we can buy a ton of nickel if we want to. I can't sell anything further. We are maxed out in manganese trades. So we're just making money through whatever sales we can potentially do. But we're having to buy stuff here. 30.91, holy cow. So, United States, can we buy more from you? Yeah, cool. Japan. They say no. Okay. Bolivia. God, can't. Germany. This isn't going to last too long, but let's go ahead and just do it anyway. And Hungary. That's just a little bit of unlikely. Impossible. Okay. Rares. United Kingdom. Yep, let's buy all we can. Japan. Yeah, Japan's swimming in rares thanks to their having taken over China there. And more than likely, I think Manchuria as well is kind of helping out there. Yeah, let's do that much. And Belgium. I don't know where the heck we'd be getting it from Belgium there, but I mean they do have areas. Keep looking at Bolivia. Whoops, not that much. Very unlikely. Okay. Yeah, very unlikely really equates to not at all. Okay, let's see if we can do that. And Romania's not going to allow us to buy any. Nope. New Zealand, 15. All right, that's it there. Peru declined, but okay, let's see what we got going in rares here and metal. So we've got 100 metal coming in, which that's good. That'll get us back up to a good amount there. We're still buying rares. 50, 55, it's about 75, it's 90 roughly, and 110 roughly. So that, I was going to say, should get us in the green. Yep, all across the board there. Germany wants fuel. We'll be happy to sell it to them for right now. Of course, they're going to turn around and use it against us. We don't know that, though. Here. I hate when it does that. Let's see if we can get nickel again. I mean, if I can keep getting nickel till I've got 4. Nope. All right, we'll postpone for a month. Oh, no, we wanted to actually see the other options, which would have been tungsten. See if we get tungsten. Twin engine pilot training, that's 38. Tactician air command, we'll let that ride. Tactical air command. Tabol. Oh, interesting. I didn't even realize I need to keep this open so we can keep an eye on what's going on here. Unlimited national emergency for the United States. Okay, and conquer on Yugoslavia. How is Greece doing? They're war with Germany, Slovakia, and Italy. Okay. And it looks like Italy, I'll be willing to bet you, Greece came up and helped support Yugoslavia, which is always, I mean, that helps Germany and Italy out, because getting the Greek, good part of the Greek army up into Yugoslavia helps out a lot, especially if you're able to trap some of them. If Italy's able to drive and cut through and cut off several of the Greek units up here, which then makes for a pretty quick Greek or Grecian surrender. Oh, this is interesting. Here we go. UK said, yeah, but they're going to bounce back. Italy's going to bounce back. Here, Italy's doing pretty dang good. They've gotten this all taken care of. That's Vichy France, of course. They've gotten here along the borders, all along here. So yeah, they're doing okay there. Is Iran at war? No, they're a member of the Axis, but they're not at war with anybody. And I haven't really looked at Germany in a long time. I don't see anything out of the ordinary here. Norway, more than halfway, but Germany still has to get Bergen. I think once they do, they don't have to worry about Narvik, because yeah, they're more than halfway through their surrender level. Both Oslo and Bergen are 5 EP, so if taking Oslo means more than 50% towards getting, yeah, then that's all they have to go for. Let's take a look here. We're going to be going to war. Barbarossa coming soon. Coming soon to a western or eastern front near you. Zhejiang certainly will do that. Is this... So... This is the last, I think, of the semi-motorized we're putting up here. And then the rest of semi-motorized is going down there. So we'll stick him there, which originally that's what we wanted to do anyway, but with the 1 infantry unit. Something I need to check here. Oops. So base 2, well, how quickly do we get the coal fields built? So August 10th, June, July, August. So less than 3 months. Less than 80 days, or roughly 80 days. Okay. Because, yeah, I need to get some stuff going here. Okay. Just gonna simply say, just get 2 of everything here. for right now in the eastern area. Exploit our resources available in this vast nowhere land. Base one, we'll still put in 2 more. That's fine. Here, definitely 2 each. Let's look up this way. Nothing here. Let's look over here. And looking for stuff like that. Yeah, that's a no. And yeah, we'll get some oil too. I should probably look to see where else we're producing oil. Well, actually, I know perfect area to be building for. Oh, helium. Oh, interesting. Uh, Building for oil. Yeah, we're building there anyway. Well, here's one area, right? But that's not the main. Boring, I know. I apologize, guys. Working on getting this done as quickly as possible here. Just tons of oil there at Bucky. Like I said, I knew where we'd have some. Oops, I already had picked that area. Oh well. It gets 4 more. So I already had selected way out here too. Huh. And I think this is probably about as far west as I want to look right here. This line of Archangel down south. That's actually a lot of coal there. Interesting. Almost done, almost done. Alright, I think that's as far as we need to go for that. Now, let's like how bad off we are. Oh, good grief. That's like so much stuff. So let's worry about the more important things. Coal, well, I mean, everything's important. But let's get 2 of each done. Yeah. 2 steel, 2 rares, 2 coal. Looks like I got a 3rd rare in there as well. Oh, yeah, I had 1 too many coal. I see. Throw the rares up here. So, there we go. 2 steel, 2 rares, 2 coal, just to get those completed here. So August, September, November is when they're coming out. That's not a lot of IC getting put. Oh, and an oil rig. It's not a lot of IC, but that's going to really dig into my air, which reminds me, national focus. If we haven't switched already, which we haven't, I need to switch to ground forces. We need to... Or no. We're staying with air. That's right. We're just staying with air for the moment. A lot of future projects in store. All right, onward we go. And while I'm here, let's go ahead and do a manual save. We haven't gone far. We haven't even left the month of, or actually, no, yeah, we have. I take it back. We've at least gone through April, and we're almost done with May. Yeah, not really worried about it. $63, not a big deal that we're losing. Metal, I need to do something about that now. Yep, let me buy 50 more there. How about Japan? They're 200. They should be able to sell me another. Oop. No. They're like, no. And some there. How about Norway? Can we at least get... Hungary. Sure, they're going to turn us down anyway, but let me see. Wow, Canada won't even sell? Five metal from Argentina. Greece, before you go away. No, wow, okay. Finland's not going to give us anything. Yeah. Current relations, negative 186. Nope, of course not. Henry said no, but we've got 55.77 metal a day, which should get us back in the green here. Once we get that kicking. There we go. CAS pilot training, that's 38. Forward air control, that's 37. We'll let that go. Costapol. Well, you're like in a perfect spot here. Haiti. All right. Let's even out our supplies there. Let's get our consumer goods up. This is all looking fine. Otherwise, our IC debt's at 20,912. We're going to drop this down now to 40%. Because I don't think Germany's going to go to war until June. I think we got time. %40 investment. Germany conquered Norway, so Germany must have gotten Bergen. Dominican Republic, sure thing. How are we doing here now? Now, sadly, because we're you know what? I need the IC, but also conversely, not having the IC means that we're not blowing through our resources quite so rapidly. May 31st, so we'll wait 3 days. We can wait 3 days. You are going back up there, so let's come here and then back up there. So we lost the effects of the 20,000 days in debt, which is perfect right now at this point. Still going to pay the 40% because any less than that, we can take our time, sure, but our resources is going to be getting greatly impacted. Okay. First, let's let this ride a little bit further. Drop it down to about 90, I guess, for upgrades, reinforcements. Get it to 25. Supplies, even that out. Even that out. We're looking good. Diplomacy. Oh, Germany's mass-producing metal. Well, I will swallow my pride and buy everything that I can from everybody that I can. Surprised I don't want to sell. I mean, our relation's at a 0. It's neutral. I guess we have some threat to them, so maybe that's why they're turning us down. Okay. Portugal. Okay, I think we're done there. How about now? Energy. There we go. We'll buy that from Japan. I think that's it. All right. Well, sure, we'll pay, and we'll pay. That's quite a bit of money, both cases there. ISC efficiency is at -10, so that's better. 50, 72, 122 metal, and 50 energy, so better overall. We're going to start bouncing back, I feel. Let's go ahead and get some additional because we need it. That's why we jumped up in our IC efficiency like we did, because we lost the last batch, the last modifier. But we're back in it again. We'll be going back down to -17 or whatever it was. But the thing is, we need these resources. And probably, let's throw a coal field, a rares, and a steel up in there. Another one of each. Industry begs for more money. 4,200. Oh no, Kaiser Wilhelm has died. Yeah, back to -16. It is a struggle. I'm seeing that I actually haven't played my solo campaign since the Winter War ended. So I'm in, at this point, of course, I'm a year beyond that, and I'm in definite uncharted territory. So I don't know what's going to be coming, but something I see I need to do. Good God, why is this? There you go. Just go by maybe 2. Something I do see I need to handle in future Soviet Union playthroughs. Maybe start 1930s. Well, maybe not in 1936, but maybe 1939. Start building one each the mines, and then as we progress, build 2 of each, and then 3 of each. Just so we can maintain what I'm doing here, which is of course tons of IC. But we need the resources to handle it. High velocity gun. Oh, is this the, not intelligence technology. This is this thing right here. I bet. So we look here. Well, yes maybe, but I need cast armor. That's not here in construction, that's here. And we also need medium tank, so maybe that we needed that before this could proc in. Nothing new popped up there, so I don't know. We'll get there. Simkin. Well, I only have him in the area. Supplies for money, supplies for money. We'll be happy to do that. Okay, so what do we got? CAS bombers. Where do I have my CAS bombers at? Here we go. Okay. Saudi Arabia wants to buy supplies from us. We can certainly do that. Tukari. Let's move you up, then come back. Ugh. You, and then move back. And then Ecuador wants supplies. I think we went quite a ways down here. Yep. Airborne Advanced Tactics, 37 tech, we'll let that ride. About here-ish. So now we're at Odessa. Just curious, yeah, there's several other CS wings that I've got to build up. Oh. So I need to send you to help out and come back, and you to help out. Or no, to go here, here, and then back. What do we got here? Try tungsten. So I think it was next. Well, let's try 2 months from now. See if we can get a nickel or tungsten. So I got Odessa there. Ready. Am I building more CAS after this? Yeah, it looks like another round of, 2 rounds of 5 actually. All right. Again, with the need for reinforcements. Tactical breakthrough, that's a 1 and done, good. Can't wait till that goes up a bit more. You know what? Is it under infantry? Officer recruitment. It's 1941. We're in 1941. Let's push that to the top. RIC. I'll drop this down to about 20. Yeah, that works. That's fine. We're speaking of IC debt. It's 13,455. We're paying 311 per day. Our base is 778. So we're definitely going over 800 before the end of the year. Though I say that, and of course, we're going to be running into a situation soon where we are going to be losing a lot of our stuff. Ancient Plains, yay, that got wiped out, which we kind of need to make sure we took care of. Yeah, 15's fine. Alrighty. Oh, we need to slow stuff down. We're getting attacked all across the board. So, Germany declared war upon us June 23rd, it looks like here. No, June 22nd, evening of the limited war. Romania declared war on us. So Germany, Romania, Japan annexed Siam. Alrighty. So we're getting attacked quite a few places here, which that's kind of like a no-duh. So a bunch of stuff we need to do at this point here. We need to redirect our manpower. Home front, Soviet people. We're going to move industry. We're going to requisition small fleet. Take what we can because they can get put elsewhere. Okay. Not touching anything else at this point in time. First things first, proletarian of all countries. You can pause to read this here. United we are strong. We'll lose 60 manpower. Keep them in factories. Increase our IC, but also our descent. I'm going to bet that we were supposed to pick United we are strong, and then some future events will start popping up based on that. We don't need the 10% IC at this point. Our resources are getting stretched thin. So let's do the United we are strong. Wartime measures, yes, so we can get all, we do that all the time. Let's do it again. We need, at this point, I think we need better research. Or more factory workers. For IC efficiency, yeah, do more factory workers. Yes, trigger has a choice to activate a historical unit OOB. Alrighty. I moved all that up. So next thing we need to take a look here is what all we can replace. So this staying the same. Nothing really changing here. Germany's going to war with us, and we've seen what happens when Germany goes to war with countries. Germany doesn't sue for peace when they have a land invasion. They didn't invade Britain, so that's an anomaly. But every single country Germany's gone against, they've definitely attacked and kept on going. So we're going to do a 2-year draft at the very least, just to go forward with that. We're going with the total economic mobilization at this point in time. This is 1941. We're going to war. It's going to really hurt us, but we'll have to deal with it. Large education investment we'll just stick with for right now. Heavy industry as well. Propaganda press, ditto. Basic training, we're going to go with some advanced training. And normal conscription is going to go up to extended conscription as well. Throughout here, Mr. National Defense, I think we need to change him out to Stalin is going to take command. Yeah. And we're going to see a few more of these as well pop up here. So a bunch of stuff happening here at this juncture. Let's get our consumer goods under control here. Reinforcement, of course. Drop that down to that much. Actually, yeah, let's just there, 605. Supplies, we need this up a bit more, not that much more. Holy cow, Tom. 171 should work for right now. Consumer goods, it's gonna be like you're gonna have to deal people. And there. Alrighty. Now with just Romania, and Germany attacking us, we need to see about moving some forces up, perhaps. We'll move them up there. We'll move up there as well. But that's just for now. Actually, yeah. I think our forces here are pretty much going to stay where they are. Then I'm going to move these guys up a bit to here. There. Them, we're going to move up to here as well. And this guy, he's going to come up to here. A little bit of redistribution of our forces. We're going to move him up there. Just moving some of our forces forward. You do have, fortunately, some prepared defenses are set up appropriately there, so we're kind of good. Next, air units galore. So close air support. Yeah, we're a bit too far away there. Just going to say continuous because this war, we know this war is going to be going on forever and ever. This way and like so. Okay, what do we got here? I'm liking how I have this set up with the fronts, the different fronts. It makes things so much easier. It's more bite-sized for me, and also there's some logical aspects to all this too. The way I have air units at and stuff like that. It's like, yeah, each front has its own distribution of forces that it will handle. Nope, how far can we go out to here? We can't go out anywhere, so okay. Let's get these light cruisers patrolling out in this area. And likewise, we're going to come down to here, do some convoy raiding. That's a bunch of single submarines. Can we actually cancel that? Thank you. There we go. Let's get one group together, at least. We'll get them all together. I don't understand why it was set up that way, but okay, whatever's. these guys can go way out here. So I'm going to push out into the Mediterranean even and rain some death and destruction on any Germans I see in there. Oh, Germany, Slovakia, and Romania. That's it. That will soon change, though, I'm pretty certain. Also, as we discovered during our winter war, throwing a bunch of subs out in overlapping oceans helps out greatly in knocking out... Oh, that's a coastal sub. Oof. There we go. Helps out in dealing with... or being able to deal with multiple convoys coming in. Instead of stacking them all in one zone, just, put them in different zones throughout. And Bob's your uncle, as they say. Yeah, all of our naval forces are going to be arrayed here. Not merge. We need to reorganize. There we go. And now, let's see, we'll get this out here. Just to be out there and saying hello. Okay, so we're all done there. We're going to come out. Well, actually, let's start here first. Sub 1. So let's start doing some convoy raiding. Actually, since you're so far out here, we could actually go further. Oh. I guess we can't go out into the Atlantic with our subs. Interesting. Hopefully I have sufficient fleets up north. Otherwise, we're kind of screwed. Yeah, we are going to meet the German fleets if they come out. We're gonna come out to here with our big boys. I fully expect to be losing quite a bit of my naval forces. I'm pretty certain we cannot hang with Germany. Doing pretty good on time. Okay, and lastly, I don't think we need to worry about up here. I think, yeah, we're just going to stay up here for right now. Though we are going to move, we're going to patrol out off the coast of Finland there with our fleets. In case there's some German shipping there. Actually, let's send... Yeah, let's send our subs out here. Mess around with any German convoys we can out there. Not that I think there's going to be too many German convoys. There we go. Need to be patrolling off the coast of Norway as well, because there's going to be a lot of resources that Germany's going to try to get. All right, I think we are done with that. We got our planes going. We don't need to go that slow. Conclusions after defeat. Well, of course, we're going to be hurting quite a bit here. Air combat. Yeah, that's going to be hurting us too. So half a day in, 12 hours in, roughly. We've lost 2 of our first bunch of battles. Almost a full day in. It's 3, 4, and 5 battles we have lost. Hungary is declared on us. Okay, they're doing what they can. We've got a nice enough line set up here. Alrighty, we're having to deal with what we got to deal with. So 4 areas that the Hungarians are attacking us at. -9. Oh, geez, we still have this to deal with as well. Let's go here and then here, and then, yeah, they simply moved into there. Okay, now, east, right? Because I don't think, yeah, I just have passenger liners over here. So what I'm doing is putting these over here so I have some form of, if we need to, some form of naval invasion on the east side. If we have to, or if we, can, I guess I should say even. Oh, we need this up. Not quite that much. So our base IC just went down to 523. What impacted that? That is interesting. Okay, you're moving there. Okay, we're trying to get forces in best as we possibly can, quickly as we possibly can. Whoa, we won the Battle of Skole. Right there, we lost 28, Hungary lost 67. Wow, our first battle we won. It's really going to be our only one. Sure. Losing a lost Hutton. Yeah, losing a whole bunch. Wow, 1,000 something to 2 of their guys. This might be my distribution of forces, but the battles are going better for Germany with me playing as Soviet Union than when I play Germany. Oh my goodness. So we won here. That's because they only had not just a division, low strength division attacking me. So I don't know what the heck they had there, and we were about even. They had more troops than I did, but not much more. Same situation at Suat. So here and here, they're attacking with just 9,000 troops, a low strength division against my low strength divisions. There we go. I already sank one Romanian. Remaining convoy there, which reminds me, we need to take a look here. Yeah, we're going to be losing a bunch of convoys. Geez. Yeah, I don't need to do this. The computer will handle that, but I foresee we're going to be having to cancel quite a few trades, I think. Getting pushed back. Oh, wow. I can see a problem right here. So let's do like this. Let's have this army unit move into here like so. Well, you're retreating the only way you know and can. We're going to try to stay within our front, people. Stay within our fronts. Going to send some infantry to the front line, I feel, here, and then we'll send them over there. Okay. Actually, no. We'll wait. Send them over like so. Yeah, I need to move some troops towards the front here, I feel. We can't just be sitting back with everybody. Okay, we're good to go there. Here, pretty much the same thing. The only problem is a lot of our forces in the back here. Well, here, we can actually move him back to here, and then move him up to Drissa. Down here, yeah, we need to be pushing some forces forward a bit, I feel. They'll move the infantry up to Kiev. We'll leave those guys there. We're going to move him up into here. Yeah, get an armor unit up in here too. Okay, otherwise, down here, definitely need to move some forces up to the front. Alrighty, can't complain if people are retreating the wrong way, because I got a couple of people are retreating to fronts they shouldn't be going to, but yeah, not a big deal. Oh, 2 escorts, cool. Oh, goodness. To be expected, though, and I've got to deal with this for the next couple of months easily. The thing is, I've got to be able to pull up somewheres, utilize rivers as defensive lines, and definitely keep them from getting too close to me. Cool. The mouth of the Danube, we lost a motor torpedo boat. They lost 4 destroyers, so that turned out very well. Not much really impacted us there, so we lost a motor torpedo boat. That's okay. That's fine, honestly. Otherwise, how are we doing with our fleets? Make sure that I've got all the ships out that I need to have out. We've got some subs that are still not out here yet. I just want to cause a big enough headache to Germany that life will not be nice for them. Because I know that's what they're doing to me. And it's going to have to get to the point, I think we're going to have to cancel a few of these trades here to the United States. Yeah, until we can get some alternatives coming my way. New Zealand, we're exporting, so that's up. That's on New Zealand here. Chile. Okay. So far, war on 3 fronts. Three of our theaters commands are involved. Standard infantry, that's cool. That's a one and done. Let's get this to... Actually, I think it's time to start banging this out a bit. Let's go up to 33 here and leave it at that. What does UK want? Supplies. Okay. So far, what we have lost is, for the most part, Polish territory that we had taken. No to the manganese. We are not going to be able to do that. This is fine. We're okay here. Yeah, the amount of IC that we've got going towards our builds is not great. Push that to the forefront because it's going to get completed very quickly. Those as well. And it could be argued the Romanians are also getting back what they initially lost. Build times have gotten better. Our money is going down, though, which is not too good, but we're okay. We got our gold mines. Supplies are also going down. That's not so great. And actually, we need to boost this up a bunch more. We're losing supplies left and right. Let me do 198. IC dropped a bit. National manpower modifier did as well too. Land power, and that was due to battles. Okay, how are we doing over here? Do I have something? Yes, I got somebody moving into here. Good. Wow, we're retreating the wrong way here. Okay, let's move you over to here. You know what I'm going to do? No, transport plane 73. Oh, because they're not ready. 50. Oh, we weigh 73. Oh, goodness gracious, that we weigh. I was going to load them up in the transport planes and drop them on Orhai. Let's do this. No, you stay in Odessa. We kind of need you there. Our force. So this guy, well, he kind of needs to stay where he's at this point. We are not doing too well in holding back the Germans, are we? If I'm not careful, we're going to get cut off in a couple places here. No, yeah. Let's do that. Let's pull you back to here. ditto with you. We don't need you. Headquarter units need to pull way back. Yeah, my fronts are just, no, they're not doing too well. This guy, he needs to go. We'll do this with him, like so. Hey, to be expected, right? I could have done where I try to put all the best units I had up towards the forefront, but we'll see if I can't hold out here. I should be able to. We're 1 week into the war so far, and their momentum. I mean, here's what Germany's done so far, and it's all Polish territory at this point. Even around here, Hungary's not moved much, if at all. Romania got Bessarabia back for the most part. They still got, I think they got this they still have to get. They did get a bunch of IC as well from me. No, I mean, not tons. I'm still not sure why I dropped down 200 base IC like I did, but not terribly worried about it. Here we are, July 1st. What we got going on? Sacrifice the homeland. Postpone for 6 months. We don't need to worry about that. Form NKVD motor rifle divisions. GUVV NKVD. Form the 108th, 109th tank divisions. We shall do that. Alrighty. So we got 2 tank divisions formed in Moscow. Which we'll take a look and see what our IC debt will look like. We're at 10,345 right now, so we should be fine. NKVD Internal Troop Command. Yes, I want this headquarter. NKVD Motor Rifle Divisions. So we got about 5 divisions, looks like might be popping in here. We're going to lose popularity, but we invade, lost some land. Now our own resources available to enemy. If we're forced to make further retreats, then we should have as least possible advantage from the land they have captured. We evacuate everything needed for warfare. Victims are inevitable. We are going to destroy the homeland. Alrighty, what have we got here? Interesting. So basically just conscripts, right? Okay. We'll leave him in there. Another set of conscripts. But I think we're going to start pushing some of them towards the front a little bit there. I have a feeling they're going to get peeled away for other stuff. Yeah, I mean, 24,000, 25,000 troops. That's weird, but let's send a couple down this way. Staying in our front. Surprised I can attach somebody to the Astrakhan headquarters there. I'll do a few over this way too. Okay. Alrighty. Army units in Moscow. You know, I'm assuming I could start attaching like NKVD stuff to this guy. I'm not sure who to attach. Maybe just Moscow, because that's where we are. Oh, yeah, the other army unit, and well, good timing on all these appearing as they are. Because we do need to figure out, where to put them all. How to go about getting our lines in some sort of order. Okay, we almost got a line going out there. Another defeat. Okay, so they are pushing their way up here, that's for sure. Get to your own front, people. Stop going to mine. Alrighty. Oof, yeah. Bad news bears all throughout here. I don't see that we're in danger of getting encircled, so I think we're kind of okay. Possibility here, though. We'll leave it for now. I do need somebody moving up into here. And we'll have to do it with him. It's my only reinforcement in the area, basically. We need to get headquarter units out of here. Okay. So now we've got. Well, not yet. This theater hasn't been involved yet. We'll get there, though. I'm pretty sure. Guards Cavalry Brigade. Okay, we'll create them. Guards Motorized Infantry Brigade. Yep, we'll create them. Guards Infantry Brigade. Yep, we'll create them. Very low popularity instead of low popularity. That's not good news for right here. Let's get it back down to 30. Oh, intelligence. Spy priority. Finland, Iran, Japan, we're not too terribly worried about. Romania, though, we are. Bulgaria, we're a bit more now. And Germany, certainly very worried. And Hungary, very worried. United States, not anymore. UK, not anymore. Yes, our troops need to be fed, so we need 12,000 supplies, please. Get us up to 35,000 there. And oh, did that crash the game? It crashed the game. Well, we will return to that because we just had the autosave. Yeah, it hit production and probably should have waited for some time to pass there. But yeah, when you hit production, you got negative resources or something, bad news bears. We will pick this up next episode as of the autosave, which is July 1st. So we didn't lose much of anything. Unfortunately, I think it's going to redo the events down the road for those units that might actually be waiting a while. I don't know. No biggie. We'll work with it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I do appreciate, and I will see you next time. Bye.